Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We are at HomeGoods today, and at the end of this video, we're gonna have a home tour. We're gonna go through a model home tour, not my home, just a really cool model home. We're gonna check out what's new. Let's head into HomeGoods. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you've not heard already, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway for HomeGoods gift cards. I'm gonna purchase 5 of them, and each card is gonna have $100 each. You have to be a subscriber, and we have to hit 10,000 subscribers. So once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to go ahead and do the giveaway. And like I said, 5 gift cards. So that's what we're going to be doing here pretty soon. And thank you all for subscribing and being part of the channel. Not just that click and subscribe, but chatting with me, saying hello in the comments, getting to know some of you. This has really been a whole lot of fun for me. So I wanted to say thank you and give a little bit back. There's still a lot of items for Christmas. I know we've got Thanksgiving here in another week, is it? My goodness. I did notice I just went to 3 different HomeGoods stores to check out everything. A lot of the fall is going on sale. So if you were waiting for items for fall, those items are going to go on sale now. We've got a lot of snow globes up here. I love that these are the St. Jude Children's Hospital snow globes. Super pretty. So the kids at St. Jude's, they actually get to create the artwork that goes into the different items that are sold. So the snow globes, their Christmas cards, different items like that. They have all of the different Christmas wrapping things all here up front. We've got a lot of boxes, and Martha, she has containers of tape. Speaking of Martha, you know how the whole elf on a shelf thing? Did you guys know that there's a Martha on the mantle? I did not know this, and I came across it at Walmart. So in my upcoming Walmart video, you will get to see Martha on a mantle and Snoop Dogg. Spoiler alert. I thought it was pretty funny. The stores are kind of in this in-between with furniture. There's not a ton of new furniture coming in, but there are a couple new things. So these are actual leather. They're not leather type. Those were genuine leather. I love these blue nightstands back there. But also, I love this piece. It's missing the knobs though, darn it, but it has a marble top. So we've got clocks, lamps. Let's see what else we've got. Little side tables. This also has a marble top. I'll put the camera way up there. Hopefully you can see that. I do love that there's the shelves in between. Get a little extra storage. Those are $130. Our little gold seahorse table. That's really fun. A green table. The house today that we're going to look at, this one is $50. It is a Pulte home. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorite floor plans that they have. And I like to walk around the houses and we get to see kind of, hey, what are they using in the homes that we're finding in HomeGoods or at other stores, kind of, comparison, and get some ideas for decorating. So I love these 2 little stools right here. They're arch ottomans. They're $80. They're Morris & Co. fabrics. I've not seen those colors before. I thought they were super pretty. Got this unique little wood, I think that's a table or bench. And we've got these nightstands. I like the color, the stain on these. These are pretty. These come in at $130. And the store that we were at today, oh, also, really quick, this hair on hide ottoman, we saw this in one of the home videos recently. That is $130. They did have those exact ottomans in their model home. See what else here. I'm sorry, we are in the Claremont, Florida store. $130. This store normally has a ton of inventory in it. So much so that sometimes if you've got a mobility situation, just something that I noticed, it is hard to get around this store even with a buggy, a cart. So this is $150, a very pretty creamy white on those. See, these aisles are kind of tight, so that's just kind of my point being. I like these chairs. They're $180. The thing that I like about them, when you sit down, they're nice and comfortable, and it has a good wide base on it. I like a dining room chair or an island bar stool, something that when people sit down, they feel comfortable, like we could just stay here and chat. I don't want people to have to be like, my fanny hurts, I gotta get up. I want everyone to hang out. Lots of little stools up here, benches. This one's $80. I love that kind of like linen looking fabric on that one. I know the plastic is not ideal over fabrics, but I really appreciate that they put fabric over it. Or the plastic, it just protects the fabric. This piece is $60. And this big one here is $300. I'll back up so we can take a look at that one. Got some fun greens and yellows. Let's see, there's one way back here. It took me a minute to realize it's a horse. There was not a price on it. We have this large picture here. There was no price handy on that one either. Sorry about that. Lots of coastal art. We definitely get a ton of coastal art here in Florida. This piece is $60, and this super beautiful, colorful. I love this. I love kind of that just modern abstract. This one is $60. Also very pretty. We would see items like this in a model home. This one is $150. This one is $100. The one behind it was a little bit too heavy to pull that one back. This looks like a pretty little creek running through the field. That one is $50. Just got a nice simple gold feather. $50 for that one. Is this a scream? It is. He's playing a guitar. Oh my goodness. This one comes in at $25. Sorry about that. Making some adjustments to the camera. Do we have, oh my goodness, driving down the road with our dog with her sunglasses. I kind of love that one. Sorry about the glare from the lights. Let me tip it a little bit so if you can see it. $25 for that one. We've got a 2-pack. Really pretty floral there. I love the black frame on that one. Also a 2-pack. This is really cool with the blue and the gold. That one is $60. That one's pretty cool. I'm not normally a big fan of gold accent, but I do think that's pretty fun. This is that artwork that is done with thread. This one comes in at $35. She says, "Don't rush me." Oh my goodness. Sorry, you're getting my reflection in there instead of, I should have waved to y'all. Sometimes the glare is a little bit hard to kind of see things. I love this piece. It's also on sale. These red tags are super, super hard to see, but that is marked down as, I think that's $59 maybe. If you're watching on a TV, you'll be able to see that a little easier. When I go back and I edit, it's so small, my reading glasses are like, no ma'am, we're just not going to see this number today. I love this black with the gold, the cream, because it's kind of like a champagne gold. I'm all right with that one. I like that one. Also very, very pretty. What do you all think of? I'm starting to see a lot of this type of artwork. It reminds me of like geodes. What do you all think of these? I think they're kind of cool. And then you'll see lots and lots of stock at this store. I'm telling you, they've got tons and tons of things. We've got some really cool tree skirts. I love this green. Those are really pretty. This is kind of the area where they pull everything out of their stock room. They had a lot of the candle warmers. So $30. Some of them had metal or wood bases. Some had marble bases. Definitely not metal. That would get too hot. But a lot of different varieties, different styles. I just bought one of these recently, and so far I really like it. You all had recommended giving it a try, so I like the Martha one down there. It has a little brown plaid shade. This gold one's really fun too. Those were, like I said, $30 for all of those. We'll just kind of breeze through the lighting department, see what we can find that's maybe new or different since the last time we were here. Sometimes the lamps change out really fast, and other times not so much. That green one was fun. That was $40, $80 for this one. They have a lot of lamps in the store. So if you're in this area and you are in need of a lamp, I would say go to this store and also the Winter Garden store off of Daniels 429 area. That one has a really good selection of lamps too. That gold one is $40. This crystal base $80 with this pink lampshade. I think that's really pretty. $80 because this one here has a very large stone base. They have lots of these green, I'm going to call them banker's lamps, at a lot of the stores. I love those. This big kind of gold hammered metal looking. That one comes in at $90. I don't know if I like the lampshade on that one. Let me know what you all think. I feel like it needs something maybe a little bit bigger. Let's see, a lot of these look the same. Trying to find, I do like the hobnail on this one. These typically run, what are these, 15, 16, so this one is 17. The one next to it is like 15. That's about where those prices run for those smaller ones. This yellow one back here is cute. Green one in front, this one's 70, but let's take a look at this one. I don't see too many yellow lamps in stores, so that's kind of fun. $25. Do you all use the little lamps, and if so, where do you use them? I think they would be great on kitchen countertops, bookshelves. Okay, we've not seen this lamp before. This very fun berry floral shade with that amber bottom, that was really pretty. How much is this one? $60. A lot of those we've seen. Let's spin around here. We've got some Brooks Brothers. These have the ginger jar bottom, navy lampshade. Any price tag on these? This one, maybe, maybe not. Oh, there it is. $70. They put it right on the lampshade. I love these. I don't know why I like these. The lampshade is fabric. The base is fabric. It's like a tweed, like a business suit. $30. I just think that's super fun. This one is a rechargeable, has a marble base on it. I kind of dig that. And you know that I'm a really big fan on rechargeable lamps for a lot of reasons. One, you're not going to have cords all over the place. You can put it anywhere. But two, it comes in super handy if the power goes out. So $30 for that one. This is called a bookshelf lamp, so it slides in. Let me zip around here. We're going to touch it and see if I can get it to come on. Can you see the 3 different light tones that it has? But that one will slide right onto a bookshelf. $50 for that one. Look at all that inventory. Oh my goodness. You all would be, some of our stores, we're getting some spring items coming into them. That is how much inventory they have. I kind of like these towels. Let's see, whoops, sorry. We have $13 for that 2-pack. I like that pattern. Sesame Street. I've been seeing a lot of the Sesame Street characters at the stores. $15. Christmas trees, these are pretty down here. As we also love these peppermint ones. Those are kind of fun. And the plaids this year, super, super big as everyone's all going crazy over Ralph Lauren style again. Our Santa here, a little handsome Santa, he is $60. Ooh, I like the container on this one. $130. It's pretty big, but I really love that container. If you are changing out your soap or lotion dispensers, there's a pretty good selection of Christmas ones. This one is $15. We got Frosty the Snowman. He's also $15. Sorry. And what do you all have going on this weekend? Does anyone have any plans this weekend? I know we're going to start to get a little bit closer to the holidays, a little closer to Thanksgiving. We are heading back to Texas this weekend. So as you all are watching this, we will be well on our way on our drive. This one is $13. I love that little, now this one here is kind of funny. It's just chilling in a martini glass. Oh my goodness, $13. That's how you use barware. Snoopy in his big puffer jacket. And Stitch. I love Stitch. He is one of my favorite characters. I love that he's in that little green sweater. Hello Kitty with her big red bow. She's super pretty. This one, $15. That's about the going price for the 2 packs of towels. Ooh, I don't know if these are Christmas or not, but I love that red and white stripe. That's a good red. I guess it is Christmas. It shows a little green, a Christmas tree, sorry. Those are each $10. It shows a little Christmas tree on the tag. I like those a lot. And we've got our 2 packs, our little cup, and the lotion soap dispenser. This one's pretty though. Can you see the texture on that? There's a little bit of texture on the porcelain. That one's $15. And this is, oh, hang on, there's actually soap in here. Huh. Morris & Co. has, so that's eucalyptus soap, $8. Plastic container. I thought that was pretty cool. There are a lot of shower curtains in the stores right now, mostly because they have a lot of the Christmas ones in there. So we're going to take a peek and see what they have. That blue one is not Christmas. Let's see. Is this one? Yep, this one says, it actually says Merry Christmas on it. This one has some Christmas trees on it. And then next to it, this green one with the trees and the deer. $30 for that one. There's a Christmas. I like this pattern here with the little, oh, the blue house is pretty. This one is $25. Yeah, so the videos and so kind of into early next week are going to play through all the Florida videos that I did here just over literally the past 2 days. To get those so that way we could do our car ride. And then probably about early midweek, Everything will switch over to be videos in Texas of the Texas stores. We're going to do some Texas model home tours also. Not Christmas, but that one is pretty. $17. This one's pretty also. This one's got little drinks on it. This one's just a pretty nice neutral. Good selections though. There are quite a few shower curtains in this store. Let me see this one in here. Is this a pattern we've not seen before? Sorry. Ooh, I kind of like that one. So it's mostly white and then just has the swag of florals over the top. That one comes in at $17. Just a pretty floral. I like this one here with the log cabin. Not Christmas, but that is a pretty kind of berry color. That's a pretty floral right there also. Just a nice basic white with some gray. So definitely a lot of whites, a lot of Christmas ones, and then a few floral patterns. Ooh, I like this one. That's a fun shower curtain. That's just a nice creamy white one. That one is $30. And we looked over here, I found a little bit of bedding that was some Christmas bedding, specifically some sheet sets. So I do like that red and white stripe. I don't know if that was necessarily Christmas, but you could work it in easily. And then the Kath Kidston. We've got some quilts. This is the Cupcakes and Cashmere brand that we see a lot of. This is a twin size set. I like that pattern. This one's $25. Just a good plaid for queen size bed there. That one's $50. Oh my goodness, but hold on. The Tommy Bahama ones, so this set's $40 for a full. It has sea turtles on it. Can you see that? So it's little sea turtles with the Christmas trees and ornaments. I love that. And we've got our cashmere and cupcake cozy blankets. And then here's another Tommy Bahama one. This one's fun. Blue flamingos wearing little Christmas hats. That's super fun if you keep everything in a coastal decor. So the twin set's $35. And the queen comes in at $50 for that 4-piece set. We have quite a few, and I'm seeing these at a lot of the stores right now. A lot of the containers, little kind of soft-sided buckets and soft-sided little cubes. I have this exact one, $20. Mine is navy blue, and I got mine at Target probably 5 years ago, but it literally is the same exact one. Some other fun storage ones over here also. This one here with the little boozy drinks on it. That is $15. And then these are fun. They're smaller, so these are $13. A little bit smaller, kind of rectangle in shape, sorry. They have little gold soft-sided handles. This one's pretty. It actually has little bells on the tree. And then other, normal baskets that they have here. Our little seagrass ones over here. The larger one is $30. Smaller one inside of that one's $25. And we'll browse around some of the end caps over here and see what kind of decorative items they have before we head over to the model home. prices. Nope, I bet the prices were on the bottom. Oh, you know what I should have done? One of you actually, now I just remembered, one of you told me to look underneath the shelves for the prices of the items that were too heavy. I need to start doing that. I don't know how that'll work with the camera, but this is a very pretty glass, $7. We've got some cute barware over here, or as I call it, dessertware. We throw some pudding or something fancy in there. Okay, I think I love this pattern. Hang on. This is a Morris & Co. I don't think I've seen table linens. I think this is the first time I've seen Morris & Co. table linens in HomeGoods. I have seen them at, this is $14 for that pack. That's not bad. Williams-Sonoma. Williams-Sonoma carries the Morris & Co. dishes and table runners and things like that. So that was kind of fun to see that stack of napkins here. $13, just some really pretty Merry Christmas, kind of nice and simple. Those just have a little bit of gold detail. These have silver detail. These have gold kind of woven in it. I don't think that's picking up on camera. $10 for those. These are, whoops, hang on here. I gotta grab stuff. There we go. I had to put everything back. $15. I like that with the trees. Nope, not Christmas. I like this one. It's got a little truck, little snowman. And then right in front of me, there's some beaded, hold on. I guess we're gonna look at these first. Sorry, you know, when I go back and edit, sometimes I'm like, what am I doing? What are you doing? Why did you look past that? That's what I wanted to see. Up one row, there were beaded placemats. These are $13, and they had a big variety of different patterns. I kind of love this green and gold. If my mom were still here, she would buy those. She loves green and gold. That's also, oh, hold on. I love this one. Okay, I know it doesn't scream Christmas, but I would use that with Christmas. There's some pretty options in here. So these are all placemats. Those are all beaded. World Market. We do need to go to World Market. We got a cute Santa here. World Market, my thought here on this one. World Market has, that's $10. It has a lot of beaded table runners and placemats also. So if you like those, keep in mind World Market. So this is a 2-pack. You can either layer it or use them separately. So table runners, $35. This one has that kind of like plastic, so it's a little bit of a harder table runner, as is this one. This one has a lot of really pretty gold detail. We got some cute Santas on this one also with the stripes. That one's really fun. Ooh, pretty cardinals. The cardinals are beaded on that one, so you get a little bit of sparkle, and that is also a 2-pack and or layer it for $35. And then up top they had a few napkin rings. These are $15. I like those. We've got some baking items over here. I love the little honeycomb paper items, but if you need different things, you've got crushed peppermint. That's one of my favorite things. I love peppermint. All things peppermint all winter long. Entire packs. This whole jar is full of cookie cutters. That's a good selection. Price tag on those. There we go. $13. Those are little treat boxes, measuring cups, all sorts of baking goods up here. Sprinkles. There's actually quite a bit going on the shelf. All right, anything new? You'll see the aisle over. there were spring items back in the store. All the stores that I went to in the past couple days, the HomeGoods stores, started to have a little bit of spring sneaking in. We got this cool dog here with his gold hat on. I'm looking actually back here at this vase. I love the glaze on that with those colors. This big copper container right there, it had a travertine top on it. These bowls, they're super cool. Very heavy. Very heavy. I thought this was neat. It's a storage container, so the top comes off that one. If you need some dinosaur bookends, we've seen those before. Those are super fun. And that Lego guy, he's pretty fun. He is $25. We have the giant version of that. A horse. We've got some fun gold bowls. I like those. These are the kind of little details that we are going to see these type of items at model homes as we tour them. As they style their countertops, coffee tables. I like that dark bowl right there. Lots of dogs in the store, statues. If there were actually real dogs, I wouldn't be on camera right now because I would have been over petting all the dogs. This cool guy, we've seen him in a bunch of the stores. A smaller version of those travertine lidded containers. I like the pattern on those containers also. They have kind of like a pearlescent look. The ruffle bowls, those are super pretty. I love this blue and white. Also, I love this black and white. Sorry, I was trying to look around that one and trying to decide, could I pick it up? I can. Ooh, and it's on clearance. Not that we can see the price because Carrie can't focus on stuff on the new camera. It was $7. It's very cool. I promise I'm working on it. We've got some different marble items here. And then some different coastal. They have a good selection of Christmas cards. So if you send out Christmas cards or holiday cards, they had a pretty good variety in here. $7 for that box. Like the Christmas trees. Here's one of those really cool pop-up ones. There's a store called Love Pop. It's at Disney Springs. They sell online. I love their pop-up candle or cards. All right, everyone. I think we're going to head over to the model home now. So let's go over, check out the model home. Lots of wrapping items up here, boxes and all sorts of good stuff. All right, so we are this is Pulte Homes is the builder. So this house can be purchased two different ways. This one is the Mahogany Grand being that it has the added second story. It could be a first floor house. And this house is in, let's see, where is this one? We are in Claremont, Trailside Park. Parkside Trail? Trailside Park, sorry. Anyhow, let's go in and let's check this house out. I love on the ceiling, they've got that kind of textured seagrass wallpaper. Pan back so you can see this big wood decorative piece. They did a little bit more of like a modern shiplap with the black in the I don't want to call it the cracks, but in the separation. So my guess is they probably painted the wall and then put that wood trim on it. Right off the front door, there is a flex space, kind of study, office, however you want to use this. They have it kind of set up as like, I'm going to call it a lounge. tight little sectional that they have in there. Let's see, these are all items on this table that we will completely see these things at HomeGoods. So we're just here to get some styling ideas. They put that same seagrass wallpaper on that back wall right there. Actually, is it in the whole room? We'll spin around here. But that is what matches the foyer ceiling. See, we can find those chairs, those little tables, everything that we're seeing here we can find at HomeGoods. So they just put some frosted white empty bottles on this. But there's barware over here. There's, you know, little plant. Okay, so this wall and the front wall were painted. The back two over there had the textured wallpaper. And we've got the hall bathroom in here. So basically how this house is, you got your foyer, you have that front flex space, the bathroom. I'll show you the staircase upstairs. So the floor, this is all tile that kind of has this little bit of a wood look. I'll show you this big piece of artwork. So when you have walls this big, this is where those huge pieces come into play. This staircase is what makes that floor plan the grand. So imagine if you do just the first floor, you don't have that upstairs. Upstairs, it's a big game room and 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. And now we've come into the big kind of open concept. So you've got your family room, dining room, kitchen all in one, 2 bedrooms, bathroom off that back side we'll look at, master bedroom on the other side. So first floor of this house, 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms on the first floor. I love in that crown, like where they raised the ceiling up, that they painted that black. I also love the stacked cabinets all the way to the ceiling instead of having that open space. It's quite an upgrade to do something like that. And then they show it with a gourmet kitchen, so you get the double of the oven and the microwave stacked up right there. And this is a quartz countertop. So these will be pretty big upgrades when you go to their design centers to do these things. You've got an apron front stainless steel sink. The 2 sinks that I like the apron front stainless. I also like the granite Blanco sinks. I don't like the porcelain ones. So you'll see straight out that back door, there's an outdoor fireplace. We'll take a look at that later. And I love that there's this little set of cabinets over here. They equip that with a little wine refrigerator, but you could put a coffee bar over there. I also like that they put the slab of quartz up on that backsplash, so you kind of just get this clean, cohesive look. These are also called full overlay cabinets, so you're not going to have very large gaps. The cabinet doors are going to be pretty tight. So if you're doing design center things, that's what that is. So we've got the laundry room tucked away in here. It's a good size laundry room. Extra little wash bin. And cabinets above the washer and dryer. Those are going to be upgrades also. That door that was over there was out to the 3-car garage. And this pantry, y'all, it is huge. I can imagine that being customized through, you know, something like Closets by Design or IKEA if you're good with that kind of stuff. But utilize floor to ceiling if you can in your pantries. I love that little setup right there as you come in. Got this kind of natural looking wood table here. I love the little design accents. They've got some marble links over there on that table under the TV. And back over this way, we're going to go into the master bedroom. Just kind of a lot of neutral. Love the artwork. What do you all think of a chandelier over the bed or a ceiling fan? So we've got some sea coral art on that back wall, along with some sea coral art on the dresser right there. So it's kind of modern coastal. I'm team ceiling fan. I live in a hot climate. I would like airflow in my room, and to be honest, when I'm sleeping, the chandelier's not on in my room. That's my take on it. Does it look beautiful? Absolutely. practically speaking, I would like airflow. So we've got the darker cabinets. I kind of really like this. The quartz countertop that has really good veining in it. And they did round, kind of oval undermount sinks. It's the same countertop that they put in the kitchen. Interesting. I like to have something a little bit different in the master. And in here we've got our large format tile. So you've got your 12 by 24 and they went all the way to the ceiling. I love the little kind of storage niche in the wall. This closet is amazing. This is how a closet should be. Completely built in like this. Lots of really good storage space. Full-size mirror right there. This is so perfect. It's not cheap. Anyone that has priced out to have a closet done, you know that you're probably looking, depending on your closet size, probably at minimum $5,000 or more. Could be pushing up to 10 depending on who you use, products you pick. I love the rug. My grandson would love this room with the dude and the bro. Also, I love that they did black paint around the top, but does this little, he just looks tired. We should let him sleep, right? I love these lights. What a cool alternative to lamps sitting on the table side. I also want you to notice they painted the baseboards. I think that's super cool. Not something I would have thought to do, but I think that actually that works. I really, really like those lamps. And then we've got our fish. I love that they're very kind of dimensional and it's not flat. I like when artwork really has that kind of like this whole wall here. This is definitely a lot of dimension and I love that. Drapes go all the way up to the ceiling. I'm a big fan of that too. Again, with the dimensional artwork, I love that. And tiles, that's a picket fence tile. I like that it goes all the way to the ceiling. Nothing too crazy in there. That is a quartz countertop with an undermount sink. All right, so we've got a skater bedroom in here. This is fun. That is wallpaper. I went and checked it out. I had to see, like, is it paneling? Is it wallpaper? What are we dealing with here? The lamps on the nightstand, those are pretty cool. Yeah, it's a wood grain wallpaper. It's got a little bit of space, a little bit of NASA, a little bit of skateboard. Kind of a mix of interests. And I love the shape of that mirror. I like how that plays off of the edges on the lamp too. All right, so back in the family room, I'm standing with the patio doors behind me, the front doors all the way up there. Master bedroom is right there. Just wave finding a little bit. So you've got your kitchen there, your garage off to that far right, our dining area right here. I would describe this house as modern coastal. It has that little bit of the beachy feel, but the dark black accents. I love this. I would move right into this house. I can't afford it, but I would move right into this house. This house, as shown, this is going to crack $1 million. And if we compare it to that other house that we had looked at recently that was $1 million, I would say this one makes more sense size-wise and design-wise compared to the other house. Now, compared for this Texas girl, this is still absolute sticker shock if I compare houses. So we're going to come up here to this huge, wait till you see this game room. I love that they did 3 different colors of dark stripes around this room. This room is massive. That is 4 big chaise lounges pushed in. What do you all think of that in the comments? That wouldn't work for my family the way that we work, but if you've got a lot of kiddos and they kind of want their own little lounge space, that's pretty cool. I'm also obsessed with these light fixtures. If I can find these light fixtures, I would buy them. So I have tried, I'm on the hunt now for these light fixtures. They were unable to tell me where they got them from, darn it, but I love them. I love that chrome finish, super modern. Again, I love the stripes. I love how they used kind of those 3 different charcoal down to black. This upstairs had LVP luxury vinyl plank wood floors up there. And then in here we had a pretty generous bathroom. The bedroom I thought was a bit on the small size. Like for the square footage of this upstairs, the bedroom just felt really tight. That's a lot of work to put that many stripes on a wall and get them that perfect. A little bit Western in here. This was the only room as I went through the whole house, it kind of color-wise like felt a little, it felt a lot different, not a little different. It felt a lot different. It has a good size walk-in closet. Everything else in the house had a little bit of black in each room, a little bit of kind of touch of somehow coastal. And this one we just went kind of full, like I stepped into Texas. Cute room though. Very fun decor. All right, and then we are gonna head back downstairs. That is a straight shot staircase. You gotta hold that handrail. But I love this house. I think it's a great floor plan. It's huge when you add the upstairs. If you need that square feet, that's great. I would be thrilled with the first floor of this house. And with that, everyone, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care and be safe.